Hello, my name's Erica. I'm a math tutor, among other things. Today we're going to learn about synthetic division, which I know is exactly what you guys want to be doing right now. Okay, so the question reads, use synthetic division to divide x cubed minus 14x squared plus 51x minus 54 by x plus 2. Now, synthetic division is essentially a shortcut. Okay, it's an easier way to divide stuff. Now, the only time you can do synthetic division is if this piece is in this form like so. All right, so that's kind of the only time you can use synthetic division. If not, you're gonna have to do long division. All right, so because it has to be in this form, we have to figure out what like a is, for example. Okay, so since this is a plus, a needs to be a negative, or you can just flip the number whenever you see it. So instead of positive 2, it's just going to be a negative 2. Okay, we're going to do a little situation like so, a little half square. This might be the way your teacher does it. If not, they might do it a way like this. There's different ways of writing this out. It just depends on your teacher, the books you're using, all of that stuff. Okay, now the next step is to look at our polynomial. Okay, we want to look at the coefficient of each term. A coefficient is the number in front of the variable. Okay, so the coefficient for x cubed, this one is just going to be a 1. Okay, it's assumed there's a 1 right there if there's a number in front of the variable. For x squared, it's negative 14. So we're going to do negative 14. If it's, or sorry, for x, it's going to be 51. And then the constant is negative 54. So that's the next one we're going to put in. Okay, so we're going to do a line like so. We're going to be putting a plus sign because we're going to be adding these. The first step is to carry this first number all the way down. So we're just going to bring it down to 1. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to take this number up here, multiply it to this number. So 2 times 1, and the answer is going to go right there. All right, so we're going to have negative 2 times 1 equals negative 2. So now we're going to do negative 14 plus negative 2. That's going to give us negative 16, okay? Hello. And so there we go. Let me put little arrows so we know what we're doing. We are adding down. Okay, so the next step is kind of the same deal. Negative 2. Oh no, it's the wrong color blue. It's okay. Negative 2 times negative 16. That's going to give us a positive 32. Then we're going to add 51 plus 32 is going to give us 83. Is this the right color blue? Oh my gosh, I'm doing all the color blues. Negative 2 times, there we go, 83. The answer is going to go right here. And that's going to be negative 166. So negative 2 times 83 equals 166. We're going to be adding negative 54 plus negative 166. That's going to give us a negative 220. Okay, so now what do we do? What we're going to do is rewrite a polynomial. The deal is, though, so notice that our original polynomial is x to the cubed, right, to the third. We're going to step down once. So instead of starting with x cubed, we're going to do x squared. So this is going to be the coefficient of the next polynomial. So we're going to do 1x squared, okay, minus 16x plus 83. Now, this last one here represents the remainder, okay? There's a couple different ways to write the remainder. I'm going to do 2 different ways. However your teacher wants you to do it that way, okay? So this is negative 220. So what you can do is negative 220 being in the numerator, that's the remainder, over x plus 2, which is what we're dividing by. So that's one way to do it. The other way is, and also this 1 in front of the x squared, you don't actually have to put a 1. It's assumed there's a 1 there, so you don't have to. It's not wrong. You can still add a 1, but you don't have to. So let's rewrite it. X squared minus 16x plus 83. And then you can do a comma, r for remainder, negative 220. Okay, so that is done. So either one of these is the answer. Now, what might happen, which I see a lot of students, they make this mistake. Let's take this really quick. What if our variables, like the exponents of our variables, don't go down nicely? Because as you can notice here, we've got 3, 2, 1, and then like basically 0. Okay, what if it doesn't do that? What if we're missing, let's erase this one. What if we're missing x squared? It goes from x cubed to x. Well, what we have to assume, okay, is that this goes like this, 0 x squared. Okay, so 0 times x squared is 0, so it kind of goes away. So we have to write out the synthetic division setup. We have to do it like with the 0 in there. So we're going to do -2, 1, 0, 51, -54. And then you proceed per usual, okay? So that's the only note I wanted to make, because some students make that mistake. It's like one of the more common mistakes. Okay, so let me know if you guys have any questions in the comment section. I'm going to put a link to any tutoring in the description, so if you want private tutoring, it's going to be there. And yeah, guys, have a good day and have fun doing math.